This week on Inside Boulder News. Local artists are brightening up Boulder neighborhoods. Looking to spend some Christmas cash this weekend? Shop local during Small Business Saturday. And check out the Boulder Jewish Community Center's very first museum installation. Welcome to Inside Boulder News, your source for all things Boulder. I'm Jocelyn Avendaño. Black Friday and Cyber Monday are around the corner. But instead of heading out to the malls to spend your Christmas cash, shoppers are encouraged to keep it local and support Boulder's small business owners during the busiest shopping time of the year. Saturday, November 24th is Small Business Saturday, a day dedicated to supporting local businesses on the busiest shopping weekend of the year.
When you support a small business, you're also supporting the city and the county because local businesses pay sales tax to the city and the county that they're located in.
Revenue generated by the sales tax comes back to the city to support key programs like the library, open space, and public services like the local police and fire departments.
Last November, shopping and dining on the Hill, on Pearl Street, and in the greater downtown area accounted for about 15% of the city's tax revenue for that month, which was about $16.5 million in tax revenue total for November of 2017, which has a huge economic impact on a small town.
Over 80% of businesses in downtown Boulder are locally owned, making the shopping district one of the top destinations to shop during Small Business Saturday.
Since downtown Boulder consists mainly of small businesses, that's what makes our district unique. You can't find the peppercorn anywhere else, you can't find Into the Wind anywhere else, and there's so many other great examples of stores that have been here for a really long time.
Shopping small helps you create a community. You're more likely to see a small business owner in your community and create a relationship with them.
One small purchase can make a big difference, which is why downtown Boulder has special plans for this Saturday.
We will have Santa and Mrs. Claus at the Visitor Information Center between 11 and 2. We'll also be giving away these canvas totes for free on a first-come, first-served basis.
Shopping small makes you feel good. It should make you feel good knowing that the money that you're spending is coming right back into the city and the community that you love.
Earlier this year, the Offices of Arts and Culture launched the Creative Neighborhoods Mural program to support new artwork commissions on residential properties visible from public paths and streets throughout Boulder. Our producer Steve Shepler went out to find out more about the program.
I think seeing art out of context, typically you see art in a museum, a gallery. I like that art is in public places, so it's more accessible to the public versus kind of a hoity-toity, upper class, privilege to see artwork.
I believe that, art in the format of being exterior where people can view it is an opportunity for artists to present their art without having people to go somewhere. So everybody who walks by can see art, and I think it's a way to have more exposure to art in general.
Seems like Boulder wants to step up their art and step up their culture, make the neighborhoods look a little brighter and more artsy and cool. Give a little style to the place. Yeah.
I think the goal of the program is to brighten up the city with color, just the way, and have people engaged more with the outdoors, just like we have community gardens. This is an opportunity for people to see color. I'm hopeful, and I've read on the website that they're going to do 10 more next year, and hopefully we can see more and more of this all over the place.
I'm all for people making artwork. I feel like the more people that get involved in art, the better life could be, less problems, less drama.
I'm kind of hopeful that if they do 10 more next year, or people who drive by and see this will be inspired to maybe even do their own. Why not? Paint a beautiful sunflower on a garage door. I like that style.
I'd like to say, thanks to the Benetti family for all their help, to Workshop 8 and Brandy, Sherwin-Williams for supplying the paint, Carissa and everybody with the Boulder and Arts Culture for organizing this whole thing. I think getting more art in Boulder and more murals is awesome and should keep going up.
It is an amazing way to, get a beautiful piece of art on your fence, garage door, whatever you have that could be a mural, and just add, people's expressions out there for everybody to see.
The Boulder Jewish Community Center recently opened its doors for their very first museum installation. From now until December 14th, community members are invited to go and see the Holocaust by Bullets exhibit, an installation that sheds light on the lesser-known story of the Holocaust. The Holocaust by Bullets exhibit explores the work of Father Patrick Dubois, a French Catholic priest who investigated the mass shootings of Jews and others in Eastern Europe by the Nazi mobile killing units in the early 40s. This investigative work took Father Dubois over 10 years.
The Holocaust by Bullets is the lesser-known story of the Holocaust. A lot of people grew up in America. If they learned about the Holocaust, they learned about gassing at concentration camps, largely in Central Europe. But before any Jewish person ever died of gassing in a concentration camp, over 1 million Jews had been shot in executions and put into mass graves.
Father Dubois' organization traveled to 9 European countries and conducted thousands of interviews of witnesses who were alive during this time period.
The exhibit documents those witnesses and what they saw, and Yehad Unum has done almost 6,000 interviews with witnesses to these crimes over the last decade, and the exhibit sort of shows what they've found.
And while Holocaust by Bullets explores a tragic part of history that happened long ago, this exhibit seeks to promote a proactive movement against genocide.
This is something that hasn't stopped. It's not like the lesson of the Holocaust and never again stopped happening. It's still happening.
It's easy to look away from genocide and from hate crimes, whatever form they take. It's easy to not really want to see how this sort of thing happens. So I think it's important for people to overcome that and to look and really try to understand, how is it possible that this sort of thing takes place.
The Holocaust by Bullets exhibit will be at the Boulder Jewish Community Center until December 14th. To schedule a tour or to find out more information, please visit boulderjcc.org. It's been a busy time for California firefighters working to put out fires in the northern and southern parts of the state. The death toll in the Camp Fire in Northern California now stands at 81. The fire is 75% contained, but has already burned over 150 acres, making this California's deadliest and most destructive fire. Boulder Fire Rescue is currently on standby, and though it's likely they will not be called out, they would still like to help. This is why they have started a GoFundMe account for the North Valley Community Foundation in California. All proceeds will go towards the recovery efforts.
Folks need help, and I think it is sort of incumbent upon us to, do our part, although small, to help.
If you would like to donate, please visit the website seen on screen. And if you would like to learn more about Boulder Fire Rescue Services, visit bouldercolorado.gov/fire rescue. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of Inside Boulder News. If you have pictures, news tips, or events you'd like to see featured, we'd love to hear from you. Connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe. Have a good week.